Hello everyone and welcome back to our channel. This is Deja with Twisted Sisters Mojo, and today I am bringing you an unboxing review of the Viceversa Tarot. It is by, now I'm going to slaughter this name, Masa Miliano, ouch, Filadora Lunea Weatherspoon, and artwork by Davidad Corsi, published by Lo Scarabeo. So let's open this thing and find out what's going on here. Now, what I know about this deck is that it is a double-sided printed deck. So rather than having your straight 78 cards, you're actually going to be dealing with 156. So this is the guidebook. We'll get back to that later. Let's take a look at the deck. All right, and I am praying to God I do not get too confused with this deck. Nice box. All right, but who cares about the box? All right, so we've got the intro card. Let's take a look at that. And again, intro card, nothing. Now the cardstock on this is an absolute A+. It is got a gloss finish to it. So yeah, I'm happy. I'm very happy with the cardstock versus the last review I did on the Antique Anatomy Tarot, which the cardstock was crap on. So Lo Scarabeo has a tendency to really put a lot of effort into their cardstock, so we're good there. So let's jump right into the cards. Okay. I'm almost afraid. All right, let's try this because this is going to be really weird. All right, so we've got the Fool. Very kind of traditional imagery, very pretty, vibrant colors, beautiful artwork. I'm digging it. Then we flip it over and we're looking at the Fool, looking away at night. Beautiful shooting star, really nice. All right, so how am I going to make sure I do this right and not get all mixed up? So, all right, we're just going to flip it that way. All right. I am really just loving the artwork. The imagery so far is very traditional, along the lines of the Rider-Waite kind of imagery. So it seems as though so far you're looking at the cards traditional and then basically just maybe a backside of that card. I'm liking all of this. Very, very bright, vivid colors. So nothing watered down about this deck at all. I'm loving it. Wow. Now that is very cool. Very, very cool. Adam and Eve. Looks like a lot of astrological and planetary influences in this deck. Wow. Very cool. Strength. Oh, wow. That's neat. Okay, the Hermit. Now this deck will make, this deck is going to make some very interesting readings. So I guess you don't have to worry about dropping your deck and having the backs and fronts mixed up, because once you shuffle this thing, it's shuffled and you're looking at a mixture of back, front, which can make for a very expanded reading. So I suggest, before picking up this deck, that if you are new to the tarot, you have the meanings of the cards down pat. Because if you don't, you could get very confused very quickly. Devil card, being chained, very nice. Very nice. Generally, I'm not really, I don't know if I'm really impressed with the Tower card. Okay, I like that side. I like the back side of the Tower. Wow. These artists, whoever put this deck together, did an amazing job. Wow. The sun. Wow. Okay, I'm stoked. I'm digging it. I'm digging it, people. Ooh, nice. Elemental, earth, air, fire, water. Earth, the world. Very cool. All right, looks like we're jumping into chalices. Now, I'm doing my best to keep these in the order in which they're supposed to be. But I think, like I said before, once you mix these cards up, it's game on. Meaning that once you mix these cards up, you're going to be able to just pick this deck up out of the blue and just start shuffling. And wow. Yeah, it's going to make for a very, very interesting, detailed layouts and spreads. And I wish I could say that it seems to be like a yin and yang, dark and light kind of feel, but it doesn't seem that way. The cards seem to be fairly mixed up insofar as you're not going to be able to tell which are the front side and which are the back side. Like, you know, there's no color difference in the borders. It's just straight up front side, back side reversal. That's pretty. Okay, we've got the page. The knight. Okay, these seem to be front, back, front side, back side. But with the queen, back with the queen and her throne, front with the king and his throne, back with the king and his throne. Okay, we're into pentacles. Wow, I am definitely going to use this deck at work and use this deck for readings because I think this is just the neatest idea, and I've not seen a deck like this before. So this is definitely one, if you're a collector, get this thing because it is something I've never seen before. Okay. Raven hasn't seen this deck, so I'm going to take it to work and show it to her tomorrow. She's going to die. She is just going to die when she sees this deck. Wow. That is a beautiful card. And there's so much detail in the artwork. It's not muted. I mean, it's just beautiful. I'm glad I picked this up. I bought it on a whim. I'm really glad I did. I think you can get this on Amazon, or you can probably get it on the publisher's website, the Little Scare Bear publisher's website. You might be able to go to your local occult shop and get them to special order it for you. Okay, we're into wands. This is so neat. I'm so excited. I'm so happy. This is so cool. The only thing that would have made this deck even cooler is if they gilded the edges. And then I probably would have just stroked out and died. Out of happiness. Yeah, the big thing I think with this deck is I can see people getting confused very easily. Once you open this deck and shuffle it, you're pretty much not going to get this bitch back together unless you are absolutely fluent and proficient in the tarot. Okay, we're into swords. Oh, I love that. That is so beautiful. Wow. Looks like we're coming up to the end of the deck. This is just incredible. I am highly, oops, sorry about that. I am highly, highly impressed with this deck. If I had to give it a rating, I would probably give it a 10. Absolutely a 10. Just because of its uniqueness, the quality of the cards, the artwork, the imagery and symbology contained within the deck. So yeah, definitely a 10 on this deck. All right, so that's the cards. Let's take a quick look at the guidebook. It's a pretty good, sturdy guidebook, pretty thick. Day versus night. It talks about in a typical tarot deck, a card we could draw it upright or reversed, upside down. Vice versa, meaning the other way. Yin and yang. We're talking about the language of the symbol. How to use the cards. Talks about the cards themselves. Beautiful, beautiful artwork in the book. Let's flip through to, okay, so we're looking at the minor, and it talks about how to read one side versus the other side. So basically, if you don't know the tarot, you are going to be learning twice as much. And it's going to take you a little bit longer. So far, this deck is absolutely stunning. I am going to use this deck on the regular. Court cards. See if the thing has any spreads on it. Oh, wow, look. It even has a breakdown of the different symbols contained within the cards. Wow, that is very impressive. And you know, you could also use these symbols for dream interpretation. So that is something that's very, very cool. Now, take into account that the symbols that are in this book are symbols that are interpreted by the author and the artist of the book. But I don't see any reason why you personally, as a reader, can't use these for dream interpretation or however you want to. So this has been the Viceversa Tarot, again by Lunea Weatherspoon and published by Lo Scarabeo. And this has been Deja with Twisted Sisters Mojo. And thank you for tuning in, and we'll catch you next time.